Hello, all you fellow nerds out there, and welcome to this session of Nerd Week podcast. Be prepared for banters, ranters, spoilers, and ragers. There will be nerdgasms, nerd tears, and occasionally nerd shunning on at least one victim. Speaking of victims, I'm your host, The Thing, and today I've got my good friend
Maya.
And we are going to start this session off with just the two of us, so it should be an interesting one.
Hey, I'm actually excited about this session. You know why?
Why?
Because we haven't had a session since the first episode.
That's true.
Just you and me.
So basically, we're coming full circle to the beginning, I guess.
Full circle in the basement, exactly our same spots.
And it'll probably be Matt next week only, and then eventually evolve to, just like last time, but whatever.
Hey, next week is going to be Anime Expo, and I'm going to be in charge of that.
You're going to be gone.
I'm going to be gone. I'm going to sit there and do a whole mess of things, fireworks, etc.
Right.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be interesting.
So, just to get touch base on what exactly is happening in the world right now, we are looking at Ben Affleck doing a standalone Batman where he directs and stars in it.
Okay, so first off, I want to say that I'm excited for that. Second of all, Ben Affleck, we don't know what he's going to be like as Batman as of yet, but I look forward to it because he did a bad job on, not him necessarily did a bad job on Daredevil, the producer did.
No, the director, period.
Director did, yeah. But he is wanting to take control now, which I think is a good thing.
Absolutely.
I'm sure that he has a vision of how he wants Batman to become, and so he's going to produce it, and that standalone Batman, who knows what's going to happen in that movie when it comes out.
Oh, yeah. The standalone, it's going to be an older Batman. We all know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much everything will be said and done, okay?
Yeah.
His whole origin story will be done, everything like that. All the characters, all the villains will be set up.
Yeah.
Okay? And so it's supposedly supposed to be after the Suicide Squad. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's after the Suicide Squad.
Nice.
So all of his villains should be set up there.
Yeah.
You know?
Do we there's probably no information on what else is going to happen in the movie. Like, I want to know if Robin's going to be in there and who's going to play Robin.
Doubt it. I think Ben Affleck said the idea of Robin kind of sucks.
Oh, okay.
I don't disagree with him, but I don't agree with him at the same time because they had his outfit. You have to admit, Robin's outfit looks terrible, no matter what era it is.
I suppose so. Yeah.
And the only time I've actually seen a Robin costume actually look good is in the Dark Knight. No, not Dark Knight. The video game that just came out.
Oh, Arkham Knight?
Arkham Knight.
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
That's it. So,
okay.
That's the only Robin costume I actually can go, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, that suit that he wears usually kind of a monstrosity, which kind of makes sense as to why he would go be Nightwing, because it's a better suit. But that's probably not the reason why he went over to Nightwing.
I mean, Nightwing is just a badass all around. He's just a bamf, you know?
For sure.
He has his sticks, and he's just a bamf, you know?
For sure.
But yeah, I can't wait. Yep. I really can't wait.
I'm looking forward to the new Batman, which would be in 3 years?
Probably 4 or 5, somewhere around there.
And we got other movies coming around that are DC. We got Batman vs. Superman. We got
standalone Wonder Woman.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, I can't believe I just remembered this. This news I found out last night, I was both surprised and worried.
What?
They are wanting to do or redo, I don't know, a movie or re-put Green Lantern in.
Oh, yeah.
But they're wanting Chris Pine to play Green Lantern.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. When I read that, I was like, are you serious? Chris Pine?
I don't know whether I should be excited or worried.
I know, because with Ryan Reynolds, he played a good Green Lantern, but he's so much better than Deadpool, that's for sure.
He hundreds of thousands of times better.
So we haven't really seen Chris Pine in any DC-type movies, so we have no idea if he's going to be good as Green Lantern. We're just going to have to see what happens.
I am having mixed thoughts because
exactly. When I read that, I was like, "Are you serious? Like, should I be excited? Should I be mad? Like, I don't know if they picked the wrong guy for that already."
We don't know. Like, Chris Pine made a great James T. Kirk.
Oh yes,
he made a fantastic James T. Kirk.
I'm gonna watch Star Trek now.
But like, the difference between James T. Kirk and the Green Lantern is like night and day. You know.
That goes to say with what he usually says.
I just barely made a pun. Ooh.
A DC pun, which I think is a good one.
Yep. Let's go with it.
Also. There were news that they decided on who is going to be Spider-Man officially.
Yeah, I saw who it was. It looked... He's young, but 5 years from now...
It's not going to be Asa Butterfield like we thought it was on Ender's Game.
Yeah, exactly. I was hopeful that it would be him, you know?
Yeah.
But they cast a very young dude.
Yep. And...
that's okay, because like by the time he hits the ripe old age of Spider-Man... he'll be in the Civil War, which don't know if they're going to do standalone Spider-Man after Civil War because, let's just face it, the origin story
has been done.
Let's put it to rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moment of silence. Okay, we're back.
That was quick. That was a lot quicker than the moment of silence that we did for Christopher Lee.
Yeah, I saw that. I was just like, oh, Christopher Lee, moment of silence. And we're back.
Yeah.
He was Count Dooku. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, all right. Now here's another. We're still going in the superhero direction right now, okay? Right. But this one was close to my heart. Oh,
okay.
Man,
Uh-oh. Nerd tears. We got the nerd tears for once.
Oh, my God. I'm going to cry.
What happens? Share with the class.
There will no longer be a Batman Beyond movie. Oh.
Really?
Yep.
I'm sure that there was going to be, and then they canceled it.
They've been talking about it for the past, 10 years. Ever since Batman Beyond got off air, they've been talking about it, and they'd always do, little clip-its and snippets here and there. You'll see, his costume. You'll see, who is playing the actor, and finally they just confirmed it. They're just like, sorry, there will be no Batman Beyond.
Oh man.
And
can't believe that.
They're either doing this for one of two reasons. One, they actually just are done with the whole rumor mill and they just wanted to put the rumor mill to rest. Or two, they're doing it as a publicity stunt to make all the fans go, what the you know? And just start nerd raging, you know? Yeah. Just like with Deadpool. Except for Deadpool, there's more fans, you know?
Oh, yeah. Pretty much.
When they said no to the whole Deadpool thing, fans kept going on and trying to rage them, and they weren't budging. And so, finally, when the clip leaked, it got so much push that they're just like, all right, fine.
Yeah. Just basically throw everything down that they're holding and be like, you know what? I give up. We'll do it. We'll make the freaking movie. Ryan Reynolds, we'll call him up. We'll make it. There you go.
Exactly. And a perfect cast choice. He's definitely going to make a great Deadpool. The small little clip that we saw with him back in 2010.
That was...
Hola, me llamo.
I don't remember.
There's no easy way to say this, but I'm pregnant, Trevor.
Seriously, I wish that we did a reaction video on that.
A long time ago?
Yeah.
There were 2 times that I screamed like a little girl inside my adult life, and they were like nerd screams. The first time was when Deadpool first came out, that clip it came out. I'm just like... The next time was when the new Star Wars trailer came out.
Oh my gosh.
And it was like...
So many people did reaction videos to the Star Wars one that I felt that we should have done it, but I was at school, we had to work that day. There's no way we're going to make it happen.
No way. There was no way, but
however, I will say if there is another Star Wars trailer coming out between now and Christmas, we should definitely do one.
There won't be.
No? That was the last one, you think?
If you're talking about the newer Star Wars trailer,
Yeah.
like for that, they'll probably come out, but
It probably won't be as epic.
not as epic.
Yeah.
You know, the first trailer when you first see like the lightsaber,
The weird lightsaber with the
dual prong lightsaber
Yeah.
coming out, and you're just like,
you're like, this is legit.
yeah.
Except the second trailer was more legit because it had Mark Hamill's voice and it had Han Solo and Chewbacca showing up at the end.
I wanted to see pictures of Leia to see how she looked, you know.
Yeah.
But she said that she's been on a diet and she's been trying as hard as she can to lose a ton of weight. Oh man, she I feel bad for female stars, but
Right.
even worse for male stars.
Yeah.
Because like guys like Thor, they don't eat for like 3 weeks before they have to shoot their body shot.
That's a lot of not eating. Like, I can barely go a day without eating.
It's like they're
Seriously,
eating
it
like
goes to show.
crumbs and everything like that. You know what I mean? And
They're
you're
like
just-
crawling around their house looking for crumbs that a mouse would look for. I found a piece of a muffin.
Yeah, you see Thor with his great hammer. I am the mighty Thor. And there's a donut.
Oh my gosh, that would be so great to like draw up. I'd love to see that.
He's sitting there, he's just like, I just want a donut. That's all.
Yeah.
Those guys, like Chris Evans and the guy who plays Thor, all
Chris
of them.
Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth. I mean,
A lot of Chris's out there.
I mean, when they're playing those parts,
Yeah.
they have to be in top physical condition,
Right.
and then they have to make it so that it bulges out more. Like every
Right.
single muscle bulges out more. Oh, what's his name? The guy who plays in Jurassic Park and
And his name is also Chris.
Yep, Chris what?
Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Okay.
All these Chris's, like so many Chris's out there.
Seriously, I'm gonna name my male kids Chris from now on.
All of them?
Yeah, just all of them. All right, you're Chris Pratt, you're Chris Pine, you're Chris this.
Yeah, Chris Pine. So many Chris's out there.
And I'm just gonna be like, all right, Chris, get over here. Not you, Chris Pine. I want Chris Pratt over here. Get over here.
You
Come on.
can't like call them by their initials if you have it like that because there's Chris
CP.
Pratt and Chris Pine.
Yeah.
You got two CPs.
CP1 and CP2.
There you go. Then you have a C3.
Eventually, I'm just gonna grunt at them. All right, Dad, I'm coming. Come your shorts. Jeez, I'll bring your pants.
Okay, that's random, but I'll take it.
No, but what I'm saying is like Chris Pratt, if you see him when he first started off, like he's married to Anna Faris, which by the way I think is one is the hottest girls inside
She's
Hollywood.
awesome. And I think they're cute for each other.
Oh yeah,
they're perfect.
When he first started off, he was fat. He was like us.
I mean, if you've watched Parks and Recreation, he is out of shape in that show, mostly because he's that like weird loser type boyfriend, but you still like him because of his random humor.
Yep.
You know? And I mean, like, I would love to be friends with him and hang out with him. Like, doesn't even matter if he was out of shape or in shape now. I'd love to hang out with him because he's so cool.
Well, one of the funniest quotes he ever made, he sits there, he's in an interview, and he's just like, so, you went from this to this. So how'd you do it? And he's like, well, half of it was sweat and the other half was tears.
I mean, yeah,
so
pretty much what a workout is.
It's so
more or less.
true though, because like when I was like in my top physical shape, which is nothing like what I am now, literally half of it was tears. I'm sitting there just like, I don't want to run anymore.
Yeah. Working out is more effort than anything else out there.
But it's totally worth it because I have total amounts of respect for people who actually do work out and lose the weight, okay?
Right. Yeah.
Because, you know, let's just face it, okay? Being thin is a job of its own. You have to sit there and spend, 2 hours a day just to be able to go to the gym.
Right.
And not only that, but you have to plan out your meals. That's another hour to 2 hours that you have to plan out and cook your meals just to be able to do.
It's money spent and time spent on making food.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks.
So if you're dedicated enough and you actually achieve it and you sacrifice that much, by all means, you get to keep that. Like, you get to keep that body, and you get to be proud of that body.
Yeah.
And no haters, no fat haters can actually sit there and say, well, I can do that. No, you can't.
Yeah, pretty much.
I used to be a lot bigger than I am, and so I can say that I was one of those fat haters.
That's true. So, last week I was out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Basically had a good time, but last week, like before I was out of town, there was E3. There were so many games that were released that I am excited about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't even know like what games I would talk about right now, but there was Doom, which was awesome.
A very classy game.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I'm
I already
excited
did
for.
a reaction video on that.
Yeah, we put it up, and we've gotten some views, and
not as many views as the Brony episode.
Yeah, surprisingly, that's at like I think 700 views now.
It goes to show that being a Brony is awesome.
Yeah, pretty much.
We've got so many Brony fans out there. If you're a Brony fan, my hat tips towards you.
Yeah, and I'm sure sometime we'll do a Brony session. But,
eventually.
What game are you most excited about that was released on E3?
It's obvious. Halo Guardians, by far.
There was some good stuff I saw in there. Gameplay, like videos. And wasn't there like a clip where it had Nathan Fillion as one of them in there? I believe. You didn't see that?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. You'll want to look it up. It's we're like super random for him to be in there, but he was in there nonetheless. Let's see. So for me, there was For Honor,
which it looks good.
It does look good. I'm excited for it.
Unlike some people.
Yeah. There's also Dishonored 2,
which looks very good.
It does look very good. The trailer was amazing. The game, I didn't see gameplay, but the trailer itself looked like you could do quite a bit with movement and running around.
Hey, if you're going to be a sneaky person, you might as well sneak up to Nazis and slice their throats.
Yeah.
Seriously, like, who here wouldn't want to be back in that time and just sneaking around slicing Nazis' throats?
I mean, I'd love to sneak around at least and kill people in a sneaky way. That's why I play sneaky games like Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell is good.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that? The Splinter Cell guy versus Metal Gear Solid.
Is this one of those battle things?
Yep, the
no.
death battle.
I haven't seen it.
Spoiler.
You'll probably have to show me sometime.
Spoiler alert. Do you want to know?
Sure, tell me.
Okay, Metal Gear Solid wins, which I thought was bullcrap because I felt like the Splinter Cell guy is way more violent, way more aggressive,
right.
And like, hand-to-hand combat. There's no way that Snake would win because you literally see the scenes where he's sitting there bashing people's heads in on sinks, and you're just like, oh, ooh,
yeah,
ouch.
Yeah, pretty much.
But that's just me. So I still love the Solid Snake games, which are great. Okay,
yeah. And they are coming out with a Metal Gear game,
yep.
A new one. I saw the trailer for it, and it looks pretty good.
Yep, Metal Gear Solid 5.
And see, this is why I need to invest in a newer console, like Xbox One, PlayStation 4, computer.
Why haven't you?
Because I don't have the money. I'm broke.
Seriously, dude, I've been screwing fools. I've been screwing fools on Battlefield 4, which if you guys ever want to see me, Battlefield 4 on Twitch, I will be playing. And if you guys ever view me, it's freaking hilarious and ridiculous what I do.
And by the way, put the link down here of our Twitch.
Twitch.
We have a Twitch now. We stream games every now and then. If you follow us on Facebook, and we have Twitter as well, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get those.
He's got a Twitter.
We're gonna get those up.
Twitch. Let's see. Twitter right here, possibly either right now or at the end. And we'll just
Instagram.
We'll just update, put all over your face right there, and we'll just update on there of when we're playing and streaming live. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, we'll try and post it as much as we can, but it's it's still a work in progress. We're still learning all these things. From the time that we started till now, it's been a growing and evolving process.
Pretty much. We're always learning, always making plans for more stuff to happen. Mm-hmm. It's interesting.
Yeah, and I love this, man. This has all been nothing but fun.
Oh, yeah, it's always so much fun.
Yeah, like, even once a week, like, you get your friends, you get to hang out with your friends, and you get to just bullshit with them most of the time. And that's what it's really about, bullshitting with your friends.
Now, if it's all right with you, I want to nerd rage a little bit.
Oh, go ahead, nerd rage. We want nerd raging.
Okay, so
rage. No, shame.
It's building up inside of me.
Shame. Bing.
He doesn't. That's off of something, which I'm not sure.
He doesn't get it. Oh.
Okay, so
shame.
While I was gone with my family, I took the time and watched one of the DC animated videos, Wonder Woman.
Okay.
And I watched it, and basically in there it had Wonder Woman's love interest, Steve Trevor. And like, oh, okay, cool. They're basically want to have a Steve Trevor in the Wonder Woman movie or whatever. Let's see how this goes. So I'm watching it, and I'm listening to the voice. And I'm listening like, that sounds familiar. So I go on IMDb, see who does the voice. It's Nathan Fillion. Nathan Fillion is doing the voice of Steve Trevor on Wonder Woman. Basically, remember how, a session or two ago, we talked about Wonder Woman, about how the love interest was going to be Chris Pine doing that?
Yes.
Basically, after watching that, I feel that it should be Nathan Fillion actually playing Steve Trevor in Wonder Woman. He would do so much better as Steve Trevor, and we'll let Chris Pine be the Green Lantern. That would be better. I mean, Nathan Fillion in a DC movie, wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be, actually.
In any way, shape, or form, I mean, he could probably pull off playing Star-Lord. Can you imagine that?
I can imagine that.
Because he was in Firefly, and he was very awesome in Firefly.
I can imagine that. Firefly was not given enough credit, just like I felt like Arrested Development was not given enough credit.
And they canceled Firefly a lot sooner than they should have.
Oh, yeah, that was so great, that show. Mm-hmm. I mean, it had so many good scenes in it, good everything, but it was just undercredited, just
pretty much.
They still haven't brought it back, which they should, And
what was the name of I want to say concubine that was in Firefly?
I can't remember.
But you know who I'm talking about, right?
It's been a long time. It's been 5 years, but yeah.
Well, apparently she's going to be in Comic-Con.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as well as Felicia Day.
Felicia Day.
Yeah.
She's not the hottest gamer around, but she's definitely one. I'd say she's part of my top 10.
Have you seen all of the Guild?
Of course.
Guild is so awesome. It's funny.
Of course.
It's like one of those nerd shows you can legitimately watch and not feel ashamed about it.
That's so true. So true. Which reminds me, should we announce our little endeavor that's going to be coming up?
Sure.
The Nerdocalypse.
Yes, Nerdocalypse. We are going to produce, direct, and make a TV show. Yeah, it's
kind of like the Guild.
Interesting, but Nerdocalypse is going to be fun to make, going to be interesting to write. Why don't you explain the storyline? The plot.
I'm not going to go too much into the plot because I do want there to be a twist ending at the very end.
Okay.
So, but pretty much it's about 6 nerds.
Yeah.
Who are in the middle of an apocalypse, a zombie apocalypse.
Yep.
So, all I can say to that is how many shenanigans can you think can be pulled off inside with a whole bunch of nerds? I can imagine me being inside the zombie apocalypse. I see a whole bunch of people and everything like that, and I'm just like, where's the C4, dude? Yeah. This is going to be awesome!
Pretty much. It should be interesting.
And it's just I feel I'm literally going to feel like I'm doing a Call of Duty 24/7, just all right, let's do this. Okay, I'd go over to to base. I'd like sit there and steal as much crap as possible and start blowing up as many fools as possible.
It should be a good show when we produce it. It's not going to be like right away. It's going to be in like the next year, I should say.
Yeah, but this is just an announcement to anyone who actually cares. It's going to cost a little bit of money. So with a couple of guys who literally have just the shirts off their backs, we'll see if we can actually pull it off, you know?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and so, but we're excited for it. Like when the idea came up, it literally just sparked and just hit.
Yeah, because like it started out with just doing podcast, just so that we could like talk about nerdy things like this and have fun. But now we're branching out. We're trying to do some other things to make it more interesting for us, interesting for the people that watch us. So, yeah, it's going to be fun when we actually start doing it.
So right now we're still in the middle of writing. We just barely started writing, and we're going to try and just get the script down. I'm going to try and hammer it down on my vacation as much as I can, and, you know, just as many nerdy jokes as possible.
There you go.
As many as possible. I'm going to be... Here's one scene that I can imagine, okay?
All
just
right.
one scene, okay? All of a sudden, a zombie comes rolling up on somebody, and all of a sudden somebody snipes the zombie out, and he's just like, 100 points, headshot.
Yeah, pretty much. Someone, say you're shooting at zombies, killing them. You're killing them and you're in the zone, and then one of your friends next to you, like possibly me, Galen, or Matt, is like, boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot. And he like drinks his Capri Sun.
Yeah.
There's got to be Capri Sun in there, because nerds drink Capri Sun and eat popsicles.
Do they?
I do, anyways.
I thought it was all about pizzas.
Pizza, yes, but will there be pizza in the nerd apocalypse?
Yeah, there will be.
It's going to be poorly made pizza then, most likely.
It's going to probably have blood all over it. A little bit of AIDS on it.
No sriracha, though.
No sriracha?
It's like the one thing I can't have pizza on is sriracha. Or can't have, You know, that makes sense? I can't have sriracha on pizza. It just doesn't taste good to me.
You know, I got to tell the audience about my ritual. Okay. So, this ritual happened a long time ago with my friends, okay? We decided to make it a ritual from that point on, okay? And it's a fatty ritual, but it's so good.
Fatty ritual.
Okay, so when we're in the mood to game, and we're going to be gaming for longer than 6 hours or so, you know, the first thing that we do is we sit there and we're just like, all right, time for the ritual to start. Yeah. So we have to get our preparations, you know, our ingredients.
For sure.
All the things to make the night possible.
Do you play some sort of like epic ritual type music while you're doing this?
It's more like a chant. Maya.
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 Maya. Maya.
Not like that. Not like that. It's more like my. Meh.
You just sound like a caveman to me.
It eventually turns into grunts. It eventually goes. That's
funny.
So, what we do, first thing we do is grab a black box over at Domino's.
Okay.
And, you know, if you get breadsticks, that's fine. It just adds more to it.
Okay.
And then you grab some Mountain Dews. Blue Dews or regular Mountain Dew. Doesn't matter so long as you have a dew in your hand, okay?
All right.
And then you get the gaming system that you want and the chair that you want.
Gaming system and chair, got it.
Mm-hmm. You take a picture of it, you send it out to all your friends, and you say, screw.
Say what?
That's all you say is, screw.
S-C-R-O.
Screw.
Oh, screw.
Yeah, screw.
Oh, okay.
So and that's all you say to all your friends. You take a picture and you do it. And I've got plenty of those pictures on my phone, and it's freaking hilarious.
Oh, okay.
So when you finally send the picture, the ritual is complete, and now you can start gaming and screwing fools, because then you've got the fuel and the power to start moving those damn hips back and forth.
And this is which game?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, so it's any game.
Any game you want. We've done it with Battlefield 3, Halo 3, Halo 4, and Call of Duty, Modern Warfare a couple of times, and not Advanced Warfare yet. And lately, we've been doing it with StarCraft.
Interesting.
So, I need to point out one thing. StarCraft, you may not be screwing fools just like a smooth and consistent way like on Halo or Battlefield or anything like that.
Yeah.
But the screw is so much sweeter.
Makes sense.
It is so much sweeter because, like, you first start off, it's like, you start off the game, it's like, good luck, have fun. 20 minutes into it, you finally say GG to them before the game is even done. And they sit there and you just keep typing in, rage quit, go ahead, you're done. And it's just like they want to rage quit, but they're not going to.
Yeah.
And so you just sit there and you're just like, I love it when they struggle.
Yeah. I haven't played StarCraft in a long time.
It's a great game.
It's quite the strategy game. I can't say I'm too particularly good at those kind of games, but they are pretty fun.
It's modern day chess, man. That's the way I like to put it. It is completely modern day chess.
There you go.
Because, like, you've got first-person shooters. That's always sweet. That's always a sweet, sweet, sweet screw.
Isn't it? Isn't it fun to do first-person shooters?
Oh, yeah.
I freaking, like, that's why I don't know what it is about that game. But it's a good feeling to, like, just turn and aim for that enemy and just pow, make sure you get him before he gets you. Such a good feeling. And it's an even better feeling when you're on a streak and killing enemies, I should say, for a good amount of time, and you're doing like all this crazy stuff. Like sometimes, not too often, when I'm playing Black Ops 2, which is the game I'm at right now, sadly, I basically do whatever I can to get a good streak going on, and I go all out. I will kill people, move around, hide behind walls, probably try to jump to prone. There's even times where I'll get my ballistic knife out and just try and get him. That's always fun because it's hard. It is hard to kill someone with a ballistic knife, And I'm not talking about just running up to them and just stabbing them. It's hard to actually shoot it at them,
But once you get that, that's like instantaneous gratification of, ooh, It's like me back in Battlefield 2 with me and my little brother and my buddy, the Godfather, okay? When we were playing that game, we just pulled out knives, and that's all we did. We didn't pull out any weapons at all whatsoever. It was just knives. Yeah. And we would sit there and just hit fools. It's just like, chink, 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 chink. And it's just like, yeah. And it would piss off everybody.
Yeah.
Trolling, I would say, is the best part about gaming, by far. Let's just be freely honest, okay? You don't game just to sit there and, be better than everyone else. No, you game because you want to humiliate and bash their head into the mud.
Pretty much.
And sit there and just be like, I am better than you.
So, in Battlefield 4, when you're in-game, can you actually communicate to them, through headset, or do you have to wait until you're in, the lobby?
You can communicate with anybody.
Okay.
So it's not like people want to listen to you.
Yeah. That's true.
So, with Battlefield, I believe that's correct. I know with Battlefield 3, we used to sit there and just trash talk all the time.
Yeah.
And that was all we did was trash talk, especially in Call of Duty and Halo. Yeah. Trash talking is the best part about Halo. Let's freely admit it, okay? Yeah. And if you're going to trash talk their name, okay? Yeah. Make fun of their name and make sure it's some type of sexual reference, okay?
Yeah. When you play Battlefield 4, and I experienced this with Black Ops 2, do you ever, more than usual, play with, younger people? Anywhere from, 12 to 16?
I love trolling those kids.
They're so entertaining because their responses are always like, yeah, well, your mom, or I slept with your mom, or something stupid like that.
One of my favorite little kids was Halo 4, okay? And none of my friends were there, so this is all just me just saying it. This kid comes on and he starts he kills me like 3 times. And he's like, I got you, bitch. I got you. And I sat there, and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to do an Anchorman reference. Let's see if he gets it.
Okay.
And I sat there, I hit him, and I'm just like, tell your mom I said, hey. And by the way, I took her out on a date, made her a fancy dinner, and didn't call her back.
It's a good quote, I'll tell you what.
And the kid's just like, what the heck are you talking about? I'm like, you know what I'm talking about. Where do you think you were conceived, buddy?
That would just be such a plot twist.
And he's just like, what? And I'm just like, oh, you don't know about sex, do you? Oh, man. Let me put it to you this way, dude. I banged your mom and you came out. I'm your daddy, bitch. And he sits there. It's just like, he doesn't know what to say because it's like, oh, well, you're this, you're that. He doesn't know
how to respond because he's not at that level.
He's not at that level. But, yeah, once you start messing with their head, that's when things start getting interesting because a lot of people are just like, stupid.
Pretty much.
The best, this is one of the best things that I ever encountered. Halo 3. My friends were sitting there. We're trolling this kid badly. Like, we don't care about any other teammates. We're just going straight for this kid.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We want him dead all the time. And every single time we see him, we'd kill him. Huh. And that's all we did. We left the other teammates alone, and eventually the other team got the hint, and they just stopped killing us.
Yeah.
And we started going after them.
Huh.
And you hear the kid getting frustrated as all get out, and everybody's laughing. Eventually, you hear a pa-chink, bink, and you're just like, what the heck? He broke his controller.
Are you serious?
We're just like, yes! Ultimate rage quit.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Threw his controller into the wall.
I've done that before.
And you're just like,
I've thrown my controller into the wall, and that was bad. Created a hole.
If you can actually get somebody that pissed off, that is the biggest accomplishment you can ever do in nerding, you know?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, if you can get them so pissed off that they throw a controller into the wall, have to waste $30, $40, $50 just to get a new controller, you're just like, you're my bitch. Take that.
You know, that kind of reminds me of a session that I had playing Ghost, which I hate now. I think it's the most waste of time game ever because of the graphics and the feel of it. But
Call of Duty Ghost?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't played it, so.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was awesome at first, but it got to a point where it didn't have the same feel as Black Ops, and I just reverted back to Black Ops. But there's this one session I had where I was playing multiplayer, and I was getting frustrated because these like 2 or 3 guys on the other team were camping in this one like 2-story building. In this room,
legitimate strategy.
It was legitimate strategy to where if you tried to attack them through the window or through the door in the back, you would get killed. Like if you threw a flashbang in there to try and get in, they would basically still be able to find a way to get you. Like they somehow had it down to where they could stay in there and live. Okay, and it was frustrating because like I did whatever I could. I was throwing bombs in there, you know, but they somehow had it down in there. But anyways, at one point, like I was getting super frustrated, super mad about it, and at one point I was clear, like at the other end of the, I guess street. I was looking down the street, hiding behind a building, and I was trying to snipe one of the guys that was at the window because you could barely see him. So I was kind of moving, trying to snipe and pull the trigger and trying, and it was not successful. And I was getting so mad. I'm like, oh my gosh, just let me kill you. Just die. And so basically, after a while, the game ends, and I'm dead. And then I realize, wow, he got me from across the map, hiding in there, camping it up. And that frustrated me so much that I sat there for 5 seconds just staring at it like, what am I going to do about this? Because I didn't want to break anything. So I basically just calmly got up, walked to my Xbox, turned off my Xbox, and just walked out of my room and just walked down the street. And basically when I got like down the street into this church parking lot where no one was there, I screamed as loud as I could for about good 5 minutes because of how frustrating it was. I was just so mad about it. My roommate who was watching me play, when I came back, like about half an hour to an hour after, like just hanging out, he basically said that, like, I looked very scary to him. Like, seriously, if I would have actually freaked out, the TV would have been broken. Most likely, my Xbox would have been broken. There would have been a hole in the wall or something. You know,
that is the ultimate. If you can get people that pissed off, that mad to the point where they just want to break their Xbox and eventually breaking different things, that is literally that is euphoria. That is euphoria of gaming.
Then I should probably never play against you on any of those games because I will probably get mad and break something.
Oh, that's a perfect euphoria.
Ever since I've had my Xbox, I've gone through a lot of controllers. I've basically gone through a lot of controllers. I've put in holes in walls. I've also, like, not like right away, but in time broken a coffee table because I basically would just smash my hand on the table out of frustration. And granted, I'd regret it because I'd hurt my hand every time. But if you could, like if you can imagine this, there was this one day where that coffee table couldn't take it anymore, so I just went like that, and I went back to playing, and the coffee table within like 10 seconds just it just fell to the ground and it just collapsed. And like, oh, crap.
Now I have to buy a new coffee table. This sucks.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was not good at all.
Oh, man.
But I'm working on it. I'm working on my rage. Try not to.
Nah, you should keep your rage. Keep your rage. Keep doing the rage quits. You're going to make a lot of people have euphoria after that.
Yeah. Although I should give you this other story. I was playing League of Legends this one session.
Talk about long games. Like, StarCraft is a long game, but League of Legends, that's like epically long.
An hour, like 45 minutes to an hour, depending on if you can get your team over there and taking down everything within that time. It takes a long time to build everything and get it down. But anyways, I played this one session last year. Keep in mind, I'm new at this game, so I didn't know what I was doing. But I was playing, and I was dying, like at certain points, getting frustrated. And I was like trying to build it right, trying to do it right. And keep in mind at this point, I was actually trying to like run away so that I could actually survive. Like, I'm pretty sure that I was even at my turret. Okay. But I got like down to health. I'm like, okay, I gotta make it. And I died. So I got so mad that I died at this point that I basically smashed my hand on my computer desk and I hit my mouse in the process. So when I hit the side of my mouse, it goes flying high up into the ceiling, comes down, and like falls over here at the other end of my room. And I'm just sitting there, look at my hand, and I pulled off a chunk of skin on the side of my hand. And so I was like, had some blood. I'm like, great. So that's what I get for being mad. So basically, every time I get mad, I end up hurting myself. So that's why I try not to get mad. But that was a good nerd rage too.
I would say I've never really nerd raged at all. Like,
really?
I'll get frustrated where I'm just like, damn it. Yeah. You know, I'm just like, oh, come on. Yeah. You know, like I'll sit there and just have those moments. I could literally have 0 kills and 50 deaths and just be like, dang it. Yeah. You know, that's how calm of a posture I have for the most part. Yeah. But there is something about gaming that I will freely admit brings life to you. Okay? This is case in point, okay? I've got I had 2 roommates, okay? We were all sharing my Xbox, playing Halo 3 all the time, and we'd have huge sessions, you know, where we'd sit there and just troll people all day. All right? So I was asleep at this time, so supposedly this is how the story goes, okay? My roommate, he was playing Halo 3, and he was just like, oh gosh, this is so I can't play anymore. I just gotta crash, you know. So he goes on the couch and starts crashing.
Yeah.
My other roommate comes home at roughly around 5 o'clock in the morning. Mind you, he's been playing till 3, and then my other roommate gets back at 5, okay?
Okay.
And he goes in, turns on the Xbox, and it was like a resurrecting light came down on my roommate.
Yeah.
When all of a sudden he turns on Halo and you hear the music. Yeah. Exactly. You just see him go. Okay, let's screw fools.
Are you serious? Like, he was tired, and as soon as he heard that, he was like, "I'm back. Let's do this."
Exactly. I'm dead serious. He was exactly like that. It was like a beam of light came down, and he's just.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
Okay,
dude.
let's screw some fools. And
That's amazing.
that's the power of gaming, man. That's the power of like certain games. Like you could be tired as all get out, but then you can actually get up. Another thing about gaming, to beginners, it is like a math test. You know, to beginners, gaming is like a math test. To us, it's like massaging. It's like massaging your brain.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
There's a huge difference. Okay, my soon-to-be ex, I had her game a couple of times. Okay,
all right.
Mind you, I've been doing this forever. Okay, and maybe I wanted to be able to get I just wanted her to beat at least half of a Halo level.
Half?
At least half. I mean, I was talking about Halo Reach, and Halo Reach, once it catches you, it just sucks you in.
Right.
So I'm sitting there, I'm just like, all right, push forward, push back, push left, push right. I'm giving her instructions on how to do it.
Yeah.
And she's like, gosh, this hurts my head. Oh my gosh, it's like, I can't do this. It hurts.
That's funny.
It's like I never really got why you can't get beginners into Halo, and I realize now it's all because it's we're in the calculus level.
Yeah, because we and a lot of gamers out there started gaming with Super Mario, anything NES, anything Nintendo 64. That's the simple type of gaming where it doesn't take much. I swear with the gaming that we do now, it's more free world type, and you got to kind of think outside the box when you play.
Exactly, and you have to sit there and actually think about it, actually feel about it. Eventually, it becomes like a massage.
Yeah.
You know, you sit there and it's like, okay, time to screw some fools,
Yep.
okay? And it's therapeutic because you sit there and you go on and you just do it. And all of a sudden, when you're done, you're like, I'm tired. I can finally go to sleep. Let's go to sleep.
Yeah.
And you're done, you know? But instead, for some people, it's like giving them headaches and everything like that. And it's like calculus to them. They're just like, I can't figure out the controls on this thing. Oh my gosh, am I going left, right, up, down, swirling around? What the heck is going on?
I will admit that before I even had an Xbox, I played the first, I believe it's Black Ops with my friend on his Xbox, and I was confused about the gameplay and the controls, and so I was moving not very well, shooting not very well. I mean, it took a couple rounds to actually do well. Mm-hmm. You know, believe that was back in, I don't know, 2009 or something. But I'm so much better now than I am now back in that time.
Ah, dude. The power of gaming is great,
Yeah.
all right? Before we go, I just want to ask you one question. How was your dump today? You were
Really going to talk about that on the podcast?
Oh, why not? You said you had a good one, didn't you?
I did have a good one. It wasn't a one whole combined one that came out on its own as one big old poo, but basically it came out in pieces, and when I looked at it, it looked like that Dagobah swamp on Star Wars. Seriously, it had different colors. It was all messy everywhere, and I'm I even asked myself in my head, what did I eat in the last 12 or 24 hours that would make it look like that? Pretty sure it's a combination of everything, but nonetheless, I felt better and I was awake after that, so it was pretty good.
I tell you what, there's nothing like a good poo. all right, so lately I've been having the ones that hurt my stomach. You're sitting there, you're just like, ow, dang.
Can't believe we're talking about this.
And so you go in and it hurts coming out. You're just like, man, what did I eat? I had some sriracha, but what else?
Hopefully it wasn't sriracha straight. That would be bad.
Oh, gosh, maybe I had a whole pineapple or something like that with the skin. Jeez, it hurts so bad.
Yeah.
And you're just like, and by the time you're done, all of a sudden there's like this rejuvenating power to it. Yep. It's like all of a sudden, ooh, I'm awake now. Dang.
Have you ever weighed yourself before and then weighed yourself after to see how it was?
5 pounds, man. 5 pounds was my max. Yeah. What about you?
Oh, I don't know. I never weighed myself.
You never have?
No.
That's just like saying you never measured yourself.
Well, I mean, sorry. There's just never been a weight scale to try that.
So you've never measured yourself?
Like weighed myself before and after a poo, yeah.
You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
Oh, you're talking about that. Yeah, we're not going to get into that right now.
Hey, every guy measures himself. Don't be shy.
Yeah. All right, well, we should probably end this now.
Before it gets really bad.
Yeah.
We're talking about measurements. We're gonna go into centimeters pretty soon.
Oh, jeez.
It's gonna be awesome.
With Galen, it's inches. Oh! Sorry, Galen.
2 inches. It's not like that Godfather where he can put that salami on the table. Pop! Yeah. Females are sitting there just like, damn.
Yeah. All right, well, thanks for watching, and it's been a great session.
I actually like this session. This was probably one of the more relaxing sessions.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because,
it was very entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with that Godfather and the salami.
Yeah.
You're going to be thinking about that all day.
Nah, I got other things to think about.
Sure you do.
Make sure to subscribe, comment, and leave feedback.
In the middle of having love with your new girlfriend, you're going to sit there and think about that salami, that Godfather salami. It'll all of a sudden haunt your dreams.
Oh, my gosh.
Actually, before we go, one last story, and then I'll let you, then we'll go, okay?
What?
All right, so most of my friends call my Shalong
the Hulk.
Yours is Hulk?
Hulk.
Mine's my beardy.
And why is it your beardy?
Because I used to have 2 bearded dragons, okay? And so, my friends, they loved my bearded dragons, even though I wasn't as fond of them.
Yeah.
So, I'll have to go more into the story of my bearded dragons, but here is just an example of what my friend thought would happen after my bearded dragons died, okay?
All right.
So, my beardy died. It got, I left it out in the car in the middle of summertime, just because I fell asleep inside. It was a long drive. I was trying to drive with my bearded dragon, and then I just fell asleep. I didn't bring him inside. Okay, so he roasted to death.
Oh, jeez.
Roast. So, anyways, my friend, he sat there, and he's just like,